All right, thank you so much, Devastai. Yes, so since Devastai just talked about how the digital space is always evolving, let's go back and let's try to see how it feels like to be in physical spaces these days. So let's say we have to plan to go to Pokhara. So what are the few things we're going to do right now? So the first thing is I'm going to call up a few of my friends and check what's the situation like there, what's the kind of budget I would require. I would also want to check on the internet about the best places to visit there. And it's going to give me a lot of different options. As soon as I search for it, I'm going to figure out how things are. But besides that, one of the other things that I'm going to check would definitely be the weather at Pokhara. So we have technology right now where I can actually ask voice assistants to see how the weather is like, how the weather is like in Pokhara at the moment. But having said that, there are a few things that voice assistants can actually do. So if I have a flight tomorrow morning and I want to actually put up my alarm, I'm just going to tell Siri to set an alarm for tomorrow at 6 a.m. and it's just going to do it, and I'm ready to go. But just like how I told you the whole process in bits and pieces, it's all over the place. Right now, we have this habit of ChatGPT as well as DeepSeek, and the AI world is going crazy. We're not just doing simple things anymore. The kind of searches that we do on the internet right now are completely different. We are looking into complex problems that we want solutions to. We definitely are looking for multi-layered queries that we have. We used to call it keywords as well as phrases that we used to search before, but these days it's called prompts. And another thing that is very interesting about the AI world right now is we're looking into analytical data as well. It's not simple. So if we look at all of these things and try to see what can AI do, or how can we apply AI into the banking as well as the finance world, I am proud to introduce to you today the eSewa Agentic AI. So let's see. So let's see how this is going to work. It's going to be very simple. It's just going to be somewhat like a conversation, but inside, everything that we are wishing to do, just like how we did through phone calls as well as different searches, will be done easily. So let's start with the budget. Let's say I have 20,000 rupees to go to Pokhara right now. I'm just going to tell this to my agent, and it's going to start planning things for me. It's also going to recommend me things according to my calendar. So for example, if I am setting a date from the 5th of May to the 8th of May, it's smart enough to tell me that there's a long weekend on the 1st of May. So this is something we can do. It also understands my preferences, so that as soon as I set my date, it's going to plan an adventure for me, and it's going to recommend me the place where I'm supposed to go. So for example, if I choose Lakeside as the center point for all my travel, it's going to start acting as an advisor now. And the advisor is smart enough to tell me that I don't have enough money as well. I said I have 20,000 rupees and I'm looking to go on a flight. I can only afford a bus at the moment, but let's see what this does if I say I still want to fly. This system is smart enough to come up with an idea. It's going to recommend me buy now, pay later for my air ticket, which is going to make my whole flight ticket broken down into smaller pieces. So this is that smart. The next thing is, since I chose Lakeside as the center of every activity I'm going to do, it's going to plan everything accordingly. So there is paragliding. I would love to paraglide. And again, when I said paragliding, it's something that is dependent on the weather. So it's going to suggest a schedule for me based on the weather itself. So having said that, basically whatever we're trying to do, like something that we try to do with ChatGPT, is done till here. My itinerary is set, and I'm ready to go. But we just don't stop here, because there are so many different things that I need to do. And this AI is powerful enough to take care of that as well. So let's start with finalizing everything now. This is a smart device. I mean, this is a smart AI agent. It understands which airlines that I usually fly with, and it starts recommending my preference. Again, once I say I want this, it's going to show me my ticket. And since I said I'm going to pay in BNPL, it's showing me that it's going to cost me 3,434 rupees per month for the next 3 months. And since booking a ticket involves me to pay money, this is where authentication comes into play as well. So it's going to take my Face ID, and my tickets are booked. I can download it right now. So we're done with the ticket booking. Let's go further. Since I said I don't have much money, it's going to recommend me all the budget-friendly locations around the area of choice. Probably, since I saved a lot of money in my airline tickets, I have a lot of money to play with. So it's going to recommend me a hotel that falls into my budget. So as soon as I book this, again, this requires a payment. That's why there is another authentication. My tickets are booked, and it's showing me where I should go for paragliding. And since it knows my schedule, it's trying to fill in different days with what I should be doing. It's suggesting me to go around Big Nastal, and I am ready to go now. So my itinerary is ready, everything is set, and it's smart enough. We have a support agent here that is going to set everything inside my calendar as well. So no more setting alarms or putting reminders. Everything is on my calendar directly. It's going to send me SMS as well as everything that's required as the trip follows. So it's going to do everything for me, and it's also going to give me suggestions on how to travel. So ladies and gentlemen, that's a sneak preview of the eSewa Agentic AI. So what's happening behind the woods? Let's call in Ravidai to see what's behind the curtains. Ravidai, the stage is yours.
Thank you, Abhishek. सिस्टम जति ठुलो ठुलो हुँदै जान्छ त्यति नै कम्प्लेक्स पनि हुँदै जाँदो रहेछ एन्ड सेम थिङ वाज ह्यापनिङ विथ द eSewa. So in eSewa, one service used to handle the payment, another used to manage the support, and someone used to take care of the risk. But they rarely talk to each other. But what if we treat all these services as an intelligent agent who can collaborate, who can consult, and who can learn from each other, like we humans do. And that is the core idea behind Agentic AI. Let's dive into the core architecture. At the center of the Agentic AI ecosystem, there is the MCP server. This is the multi-agent collaboration platform, which manages everything. Whenever any request comes from the user, it routes to the best agent. This MCP server has 5 components, which is API gateway, state store, agent registry, message broker, and authentication server. State store is, API gateway is the entry point where it allows to communicate the internal tools with the external services. State store is like a memory. It stores the information of all the agents. Agent registry is the repository for all the agents and know all the agents, and also know the capability of the agent. Message broker enables agents to communicate between each other. And authentication server is the one which authenticates the user. Is he allowed to access this system or not? So around this MCP server, it has 5 intelligent agents. The first one is the payment agents. It is the core payment agent which is specialized for the payment activities. It not only does the transaction processing, it also handles the transaction security. It also handles the record keeping of all the transactions. And then it comes the support agent. It is dedicated to understand the customer's problem. It understands the customer's intent, it understands the context, and it responds to the customer empathetically and the accurate way. And then another is the travel agent, which is the expert for the travel services. Actually, this travel agent can do the trip booking management, also maintain the itinerary, and also plan the trip for the customers. And the next one is the finance agent. It is the finance brain. And it coordinates with the payment agent as well as support agent and other agents to give the advice to the customer. And it recognizes the pattern of the customer's behavior, the financial behavior, and it acts as an advisor and gives the correct financial advice to the customer. And security compliance agent is the agent which is always keeping eye on all those agents. Actually, this agent doesn't need to request. This agent doesn't need any request to do the activity. It is proactive and it does monitor all these agents' communication and the payments. So this is the whole architecture of the agentic AI. So यो भन्दै गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ अब agentic AI is not only the thing that agentic AI भनेको चाहिँ हैन अब यसमा चाहिँ स्पिड र अटोमेसनको लागि मात्र होइन कि यो भनेको चाहिँ के हो भन्दाखेरि एक्चुअली चाहिँ कस्टमरलाई नै बुझेर चाहिँ कस्टमरलाई चाहिँ एज अ एक्सपर्टको रूपमा चाहिँ सजेसन दिनको लागि चाहिँ यो सिस्टम चाहिँ तयार भएको हो. So we are working for the future. We are working in the technology that knows the customer, that understands the customer, that supports the customer, and also empowers the customer. So we are heading to the future with the agentic AI. Thank you.